Have you ever felt anxiety or depression to a point where no one understands what you're saying? To a point where even family doesn't understand, the pastor doesn't understand, the government doesn't understand, your friends don't understand, to the point where you're like, you know what, if nobody understands me and I can't hear from God, I don't hear his voice right now, how about I just unalive myself? Have you ever felt that way? Have you ever felt that there is no hope in your day, in your life? Have the voices of doubt and depression and anxiety been so loud to the point where you just want to check out? Welcome to the real side of YouTube, faith, family, and funding. My name is Pastor Donald Schuler Jr. And not only am I a pastor, I'm a singer, I'm a songwriter, I'm an actor, I'm a husband, I'm a father, but most importantly, I am a son of the Most High God, and his name is Jesus. Family, we are going through some times in popular culture and our world at large where the mental health crisis is past a crisis. It is a true pandemic. It is a true epidemic, and things are not getting better. And honestly, I think things are going to get a little bit worse before they start to get better. For those of you who have been following along, whenever I have this black marker in my hand, you already know I'm about to get it popping. You already know we about to get to work. I'm coming to y'all today with a video titled, How to Overcome Depression: 3 Steps to Finding Hope Again. Because my friend, wherever you are, whoever you are, there is always hope. There is always hope as long as you have a heart that is beating. There's always hope when there's blood circulating through your body. There is always hope when you get to wake up and see another day. And what I'm going to do in this short video is break down what gave me hope in some of my most darkest times. So story time real quick with Donald Schuler Jr. I have been in the entertainment industry for over 10 years now. My family has been in the industry for, it seems like, close to 100 years, from Broadway to film to TV to music. I have turned down millions of dollars. I'll just say that. Millions of dollars across the whole board: TV, stage, film, Broadway. And a lot of the opportunities that I was given played into the stereotypes of black men. The negative, deadbeat dad, drug dealers, gangbangers, all the things that certain people and certain executives and certain directors and certain consumers wanted to see on television and across all boards of media. And for me, receiving those opportunities, seeing, oh, we have $100,000 for this episode, or you have $5,000 a week, not even including per diem, or you have the rights to this, marketing, you can flip this, you can do this, you can, all these things where generational wealth would have been completed and done for me over a decade ago. But instead, I chose the route of discipline. I chose the route of principle. I chose the route of moral. Most importantly, I chose the route of faith. Because why in the hey should I do things that are anti my beliefs? Why should I do things and disrespect my God? I believe that Jesus Christ died on the cross for me, for all my sins, past, present, and whatever dumb stuff I decide to do in the future. So if he died for me, why in the world would I not live for him? Why would I not live for him? Why would I not give him my desires and my gifts and my talents, knowing that he paid the ultimate price? So for me, going through those situations over the past decade, yeah, I've made some decent money. I'm doing okay. I'm not doing as well if I folded like a beach chair on a hot summer day. When somebody says, hey, Donald, listen, we got this role for you. All you got to do is just go do something strange for some change in the closet real quick. But then you're going to be good, though. We got millions here. We're going to take care of this. We're going to take care of that. All we need in exchange for those millions is your morals. How many people today exchange influence, impact, principles, kindness, and joy for their soul? So how do you overcome depression? What are the 3 steps, Donald, to getting my hope back? This may sound kind of crazy. This may sound childlike. But the first thing you need to do is realize you're alive. That's the first thing you need to do. Realize that depression has not won the day because you are breathing, because you are still here. One of the greatest things that I decide to do every single day when I wake up is thank God for the day. Thank God for my wife. Thank God for my son. Thank God for my family. And then my family always gets on me, especially my wife and my son. They always know daddy or my husband is always going to sing. What is the song of your heart? And I'm not talking about the filthy music that you hear on the radio or through Apple Music or Spotify or whatever stuff you use. What is a song that can bring joy and peace and change your atmosphere? For me, one of my all-time favorite songs is Open the Eyes of My Heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. I want to see you. When I sing those songs, it warms my soul, even right now, because I'm like, yo, God, I want to see you. And you know what? I do see you. I do see you because I'm made in your image, and I know I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. And when I walk outside, I see your creation. I see the sky. I see the wind. Or I feel the wind. I see the trees. I see the birds. I can hear. I have the activity of my limbs. I do see you. Do something that would not just make you happy, but do something that would make the people around you happy. Do the thing that brings you joy, whether that is calling someone on the phone, taking a walk to the park, saying hello to a stranger, writing poetry, writing music, just writing just to write. Do something that makes you happy. And I guarantee that thing that makes you happy would make somebody else happy if you just had the courage to say hello. And lastly, what has helped me to overcome the loss, quote unquote, of millions of dollars of opportunity over the past decade is facing my fears. Facing that I may not have the opportunity that I thought I would when it comes to TV, film, music, or Broadway. Because what I thought would be easy is hard. Because when you are a believer, a follower of Christ, you have to put your desires down. You have to put your wants down and believe God that He has something exceedingly and abundantly above all what you could ever ask or think about. When the time comes for me to leave earth and go to heaven, when God says, this is how I think about it. I think about how my angels, how they've been watching me. My guardian angels have been watching my whole life, and they're recording everything that I do. And when I get to glory, there's going to be 2 screens, one on my left, one on my right. And the angels are going to be like, hey, God, roll the tape. And you're going to see my version of my life and God's version of my life. And we'll see if those match up. I want there to be not 2 versions, but God's version. Because I know God's version will lead to wealth. mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. I know God's version will lead to great peace. I know God's version will destroy depression. I know God's version will annihilate anxiety. And the last thing I want to share, here comes the marker. Y'all ready? I'm about to write this down. I'm about to write one word. Let's see, I'll make sure I spelled this right. Can y'all see this? What does this word say? Depression. What I want you to do, as soon as this video goes off, I want you to find an envelope. It can be a brand new one. It can be a bill. It can be whatever. Find one. And I want you to get a piece of paper out and write down what is depressing you. And I want you to put it in the envelope. And I want you to date it. I want you to sign it. And I want you to put it in a place only where you know. This is going to be like a little time capsule, if you will. And in 1 month's time, this is what I can godly guarantee, that if you sing every day, if you do something that makes you happy and makes those around you happy every day, if you write, if you create every day, I can guarantee you that you will have no more depression at the end of those 30 days. Because God has not given you a spirit of fear, but of love, power, and a sound mind. And on this side of YouTube, we talking that talk. We're not running away from the hard things. We're not giving up when things get hard. We're not giving up when people don't understand us. We're not giving up when people don't believe in our dreams, when people aren't inspired how we're inspired, when people aren't passionate like we're passionate. Stop trying to convince people to understand your dreams and your goals when God gave those to you. When God called you, it wasn't a conference call. It was just a singular call to you. Stop trying to three-way with God. The only three-way with God you should be concerned about is the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Not your friends, your family, and social media followers. What does God say? And what God says about depression is in 30 days, it will be eradicated. Anxiety in 30 days, it will be eradicated if you sing unto him, if you do something that makes you happy and make those around you happy, if you create things that are not just for the dollar, but if you create under your divine design, your divine purpose, in 30 days, depression will look like this. Destroyed. Yeah. Destroyed. Destroyed. That's what depression will look like. Now, the last thing I'll say to you, as somebody who is a counselor, as somebody who has 2 degrees, as somebody who understands the mental health crisis that's going on in America and our world at large, don't just watch another video. Do something. Do something. Faith without works is dead. You got to take your faith key and put it in your faith car and start the ignition and drive on the highway of life, leaving depression in the rearview mirror and not looking back. And I believe so strongly right now that if you follow those 3 steps intently, the next 30 days, you'll reach out to me. And you can reach out to me via my website, www.donaldschulerjr.com. Fill out a contact form and tell me how you overcame depression by using these 3 steps to find joy again. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Faith, Family, and Funding Podcast. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe below. and make sure you tell somebody that you found something that encouraged you. I look forward to seeing you all on the next one. Peace.